Welcome to the Kenter Fire Road Trail, also known as the Whoop-de-Doo Trail, which is just at the end of North Kenter Avenue here in Brentwood, overlooking the Los Angeles Basin. Today we're going to be hiking about 1,640 feet to the top, which is just over this way. So let's get started and have some fun. One of the great things that's really nice about the Whoop-de-Doo Trail is it's close to the west side of LA. So if you live in the west side of LA, you can quickly drive up the mountain and get to the trailhead and begin a hike, and you're instantly in nature, totally outside of the city, and you get some really great views. Pretty much some of the best views you can get in the west side of LA of the Los Angeles Basin. Let's have a look real quick and see. Pretty nice views. And as we go higher in elevation, we'll see progressively larger and larger views, more interesting views of the Los Angeles Basin. It is a fire road for the most part. There are some foot trails that run adjacent to the firewall itself. I personally think we should take the foot trails today, and we'll check those out. And we'll cross paths with the fire road a little bit while we're doing it. And we'll, of course, always stop and take in the vistas. So here we go. Whoop-de-Doo Trail is a great spot if you live on the west side to come and get some routine exercise in, or if you live in another part of LA, it's an excellent spot to come and do some sightseeing of the city from the mountaintops. Getting my workout in. Here we go now. As you can see, huge mountains, open space all around us. Really nice. And the Pacific Ocean is just off in the distance there. You can see Santa Monica, Marina del Rey, all the way down to Redondo. And over this way, off in the distance, is downtown Los Angeles. And in the foreground a little closer is the Getty Center. And of course Westwood and Century City and Beverly Hills. Okay, let's continue on our way up the mountain. Our total elevation climb today will be 1,640 feet from the peak in this area, and we're going to take a very steep foot trail to get there. Can also be accessed by a lesser steep incline using the fire roads. So I'll explain all that when we get there. Just work our way up the hill here. The great thing about the Whoop-de-Doo Trail is it's easy to hike. It's a road most of the time, a fire road. We are on one of the footpaths right now, but just adjacent to this is the fire road. Part of it's paved with asphalt, and the other part is surfaced really well as if it was a regular road. So there are no problems in terms of good surfaces that you can get to hike on. There are a few moments where a little bit of effort will be required, some steepness, even on the fire roads, but that's why we're all here, to get some exercise and enjoyment, right? Oh, and another thing that's really cool about this particular area is if you're into BMX biking, dirt biking, that sort of a thing, there's a great run that just runs around the side of this mountain over here for bicycles. And the locals have built a bunch of jumps and challenges for any cycling enthusiasts that like to do tricks and that sort of a thing on their bikes. Looks like a load of fun. It's just around the corner here this way. And we're gonna hike up this way. But we'll go over and take a look at the bike trails. Just right down here, tucked away. You wouldn't even know it. You can see right here, a lot of growth and shrubs right now, tons of chaparral. So you wouldn't recognize it if you didn't know that this was the place to go. Okay, so you can see here's some of the jumps right here. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And we're just going to take a look. I don't want to get too involved in this trail right here. So we're just going to take a quick look. And I think we'll get a good view just around this corner. Maybe not. Maybe there's too much growth right now for this time of year. Yeah, it's pretty grown in. All right, well, you'll just have to take my word for it. This is the BMX trail, the bike trail, the off-road, the dirt bike, the mountain bike trail. And it's just up this way, and it's really, really cool. But let's get back to our purpose, which is doing quick hikes in and around Los Angeles. This one, the Whoop-de-Doo Trail, just north of Brentwood on Kenter Avenue. All right. Okay, so here we are. We're back on the regular foot trail, the Fire Road Trail, and we're heading up to the peak. As I said earlier, it's 1,640 feet above sea level, and we'll get a great view of the Los Angeles Basin, Brentwood, Santa Monica, all of West LA, and then all the way into downtown LA. And a little bit of the valley off in the distance we'll be able to see too over by Burbank. Primarily the mountaintops, but it gives you a sense of how huge Los Angeles is and what great views of the city you can get when hiking the mountains regionally, locally. I'll be stopping from time to time just to do a quick panorama to give you orientation and a sense of what everything looks like as we progress on our hike up the mountain. Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm feeling it. All right, so here we are about halfway up the mountain. As I said, we're going to stop from time to time and do a quick panorama just to see everything and orient ourselves. This is a great hike, good scenery, and physically challenging enough. All right, that was the panorama from about the midpoint. And just in front of us lies the steep hiking trail that we're going to take. And you'll be able to see off to the right that the Fire Road continues. Both are equally good hikes, but I want to go up to the tree and show you all the swing and take ourselves to the highest point here in this area, 1,641 feet above sea level. And to get there, we're going to take the steep foot trail. You don't have to, you can go around the backside and take a fire road up and arrive at the same point with a little less intensity. So here we go. So here's our trail, the fire road and the foot trail to the top. So up we go. It's kind of steep, you know, maybe we could put it at about 25 or 30 degree angle, something like that. Maybe it gets a little bit steeper as you progress up the hill. So you've got to be in good shape to do this portion. Make sure your calves are flexible and all of that jazz. All right. So we're working our way up the foot trail now. to get to the top of the mountain. You will have to work out. It will take some energy. Okay, so our goal is just the tree up there. We're gonna stop and have a seat when we get there, recatch our breath. All the wildflowers, check them out. Very nice. Oranges and greens. Nice. Oh, yeah. Some trail erosion here. Working our way up to the tree. Oh yeah. Ah, there's the bench. That's my goal. Gotta make it to that bench. Yeah. Whew. Working up a bit of a sweat here. Good stuff. All right. Here we go now. We are nearly there. Oh, nice. Whew. All right. Here we go now. The perfect shade, the perfect breeze. Well earned for about a 20-minute hike. Check out where we came from. There's the swinging bench there and the swinging seat. And we'll check out the views. The top is just behind us. The summit, 1,640 feet. Easily earned today, I'd say, but not without a little sweat. All right, let's head on up to the summit and check out the views from up top of the mountain. Ah, what a nice breeze there was going on under that tree. Whew. It's like an air conditioner. Fantastic. All right, here we are approaching the summit now. May not look like much, but just wait till we get up there. The views are well worth it. It's a little hazy today, so we can't see as much as I had hoped, but we'll still get some pretty good views. Check it out. So one more hill to go. We're probably at about 1,637 feet. And just this next piece over here. Oh, no. I am wrong. Here is the summit right here. 1933, city of Los Angeles. 1,460 feet. Up here from the summit, we can see the entire Santa Monica Bay, the Los Angeles Basin, all the way over to downtown Los Angeles. And let me just show you what it looks like. It's a lot of haze in the air today, but that's okay. You can see LAX all the way down to Redondo. Beverly Hills, downtown, West Los Angeles, Hollywood, and off in the distance, I don't know if it's going to show up or not, but I can see it with my naked eye. You can see the Burbank Mountains over there. So let's just walk a little further. We're going to go down the Fire Road foot trail now and go a different way than we came up. And maybe we'll get a few additional views over this next little hill here and see what we can see. Okay, so here we are on the second highest point after the summit. I think it's just about half a foot less than the summit. But you'll be able to see the back side of the mountain range here. And you'll see that this fire road actually goes all the way over to the San Fernando Valley. And if you continue on this trail, it'll take you to the beginnings of Mulholland Drive in the San Fernando Valley. At least the paved portion. Lots of color today. Looks nice. So we just continue straight on, and this piece of the trail will take us down to the fire road, which we will use to walk back down and exit the trail the same way we came. But again, as I said, you go this way and it'll take you towards the San Fernando Valley. You can walk all the way to the San Fernando Valley using this trail system, this fire road system here. It's a great hike. It's well worth it if you have the time to go all the way to the valley. And there's also a retired missile battery, which is kind of just a point of interest, or a place where you can go and use it as an observation deck to see other sites around the Los Angeles Basin and even the San Fernando Valley. Let's see if you all can see downtown LA here. It's just straight out there. I get a pretty good view with the naked eye. Great. Okay, here's our switchback right here to get back on the fire road and walk down the mountain. And again, as I said, you know, the whole thing, the whole journey, you give yourself 35 to 55 minutes and you can do it, depending on how much intensity you want to do it with. So it's a great spot to come and get some exercise, get away from everything, and, you know, change it up, switch it up. Don't stay on the treadmill at the gym. Actually come out into the world and take in the nature. That's my recommendation. But hey, what do I know? This is the sort of hike that I would definitely recommend, whether you live in Los Angeles or you're coming to visit. You can come up here, get a great sense of the city from atop the mountains, and it doesn't eat up too much of your day, doesn't eat up too much time, invigorates you, gives you perspective, and you're re-energized and ready to hit the streets running again. So yeah, tell your family and friends this is a thing to do. Okay, so we're coming up on one nice overlook here, just up by one of the high tension power cable towers. And again, it's a great view. Not as good as the one we had up top, but it's pretty good. So if you didn't actually want to go up top, this is a good sort of turnaround spot for a quick hike. You get the difficulty of the trail and all the cardiovascular workout coming up. And when you get to the top here, you get a really nice view of the Santa Monica Bay and the basin, the Los Angeles Basin right here. So let's just walk our way to the edge and I'll show everybody. Pretty nice. All right, let's head on down. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. This concludes our tour, our foot tour of the Whoop-de-Doo Trail, the Kenter Fire Road, and we'll catch you on the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you soon. Thanks for watching.